The Empire.
Congratulations, Honored First.
The Empire, the war can...
Ready for transport.
Kapla,
Your reputation, if you... Data recovered from the station in the Calbridan system, of course. Nevertheless, we have the coordinates of the Iconian base. Our plan is infiltrate, then we... Our site. This is... Belair is...
What do you want? Why?
Don't worry, Travana. It's fine. Yes, but the chances are slight. If the charges are properly placed and calibrated, it should not. Well, the risk... Right.
If I disagree, you will... So...
We are beyond the Herald sensor range, but we should not approach any closer without the protection of a cloaking. Once we have the location of the facility, my team will meet you, then arm your weapons and prepare for battle. In order to expedite the triangulation process, my ship will move away. Position confirmed. Beginning scans. Sensor interference is preventing us from getting a good reading. Move to 16 kilometers. "16 kilometers confirmed. Beginning sensor sweep."
Valere here. I have coordinates.
This facility was very well concealed and shielded. Even now, our scans are so limited. True, but our tricorders will be of Now that we are on site, there is something you need to know. Only because I had orders which would supersede yours. I am not the leader of House Peg. Now that we have secured the landing area, Remir to Hague. We are ready for him.
Kapla, you and your team have done well. I am more than a figurehead. A man cannot lead an empire of warriors without being a warrior himself. I carry the sword of Kalis. There is always a need for the sword.
We're right behind you. Sensors are picking up a different Omega generator. My team will handle this one. charges are set. We will meet with you in the hallway ahead.
We got some information from... Fortunately, I come prepared. My tricorder is loaded with the best decryptions... This is interesting. Ket, one of the Iconians. Yes, sir.
That panel to access a visualization node and locate the last Omega generator.
Zoom in on that. It's to Ket.
An Iconian! My...
Kalis, my Emperor.
The war does not go well for us. You all know what we face. This is not my day to die.
Who am I to argue with the Emperor?
Firing a disruptor at an Iconian is...
We part ways here. We create a legend this...
If anyone can kill an Iconian, it is Kalis.
Miko Kara... Enokia, Enocham, Aredokia, Napareto, Maraeko, Rika, 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 Nasopakare. Kiroha, Rika. Ket, I have come for you. Rika, face me, creature. I challenge you to honorable combat. Come forth. I am Kalis, the Unforgettable. Destroyer of Molor, defender of Kamchi, and emperor of the Klingons.
Jaquette's too strong. Nothing Kalis can do is hurting it. We have to weaken the Iconian, and I think I know how. Omega molecules gather energy like sponges in water. That's why a small amount of Omega can generate such a vast amount of power. Quick, find a console and activate the reactor. If we hit the Iconian with Omega, we might be able to injure it.
Ha! Glorious battle! The honorable warrior will always prevail, demon. You are no god, Ket, and your tyranny ends now! Now, to finish this.
Near to Hague. Emergency transport now. We've lost Kayla. True.
You're right. We're at the optimal transmission location.
Iconian gateways. It's an ambush! More gateways. Something big is coming through.
I will mourn for Kalis, but celebrate his life. He was a clone, but he found honor in this life. Now I trust he will find Sto-vo-kor to his liking. But before he fell, he showed us the Iconians. The war continued. We have a lead on the Krynim. Voyager went to Krynim space, looking for them a few months ago. The war can...
The Klingons are willing to use any weapon available to destroy the Federation, even time itself. It falls to a small group of brave Starfleet officers to restore the timeline and rescue one of their own. Who controls this sector may determine who controls the war.
Welcome to your...
May I help you? Oh. Wait, you must be. Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to maybe... Let's see. It was something... Krynim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant Trek. I'm sorry, but my Well, I'm sorry, but I need this job. I'm trying to save up enough. You can? What am I saying? You have a starship, of course you can. Go on ahead.
Not so fast. You said there weren't any other buyers, Quinn. Now what do I... Enemy targets on sensors. was going to pay those guards to my office.
Hold it! I am Nog, son of Grand Nagus Rom. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people...
Here's my best. No, the device is Krenim in origin. The Vatvar, that I picked it up from the Talaxian as a show. Do I look like a member of the Vulcan side?
Don't let the staff of Obus and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections. But in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff. Interesting. I know Void. Quinn left without taking down. I think it can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there. Now that the controls are, yes, over here by the artifact. Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this. The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before. I think I'm getting something. I'll take the device. I've explored many places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. Its Voyager's preliminary scans of the system turned up a number of it could be. Keep an eye out for Vodwar. They're still patrolling this area. If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found. Heads up! Vodwar on an intercept course. Ships in range. There are more Vodwar on an inner... Heralds! They must be looking for that Vodwar patrol. I don't think those heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way. Herald's inbound! The Vodwar must have gotten a signal out. So what's our investigation? about the Krenim that was such a threat to the Vaadwaur and the Iconians that they're still patrolling the old Krenim systems. If we can find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship control the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep trying to learn more about it.
Hi, Mad Henry. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I had to find my headset. Hey. I'm gonna finish the Iconian War story arc today.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing exactly. But we...
Investigating the disappearance of the Krenim.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy. Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux. I need to get some scans. There's something going on. There are more mineral deposits over there. There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural.
Allergies again.
I'm reading another anomaly ahead. These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same.
No kidding.
The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this... There! Behind those rocks!
Oh, great. The Heralds are back.
Hurry! They'll be here any moment! This area looks defensible. Get ready. I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it, and I've...
Be quick.
Here they come!
I hate this this mission. Come on.
I'm working as quickly as I can.
Yeah, I get it.
Watch out! There's more of them!
Oh, great.
I need more time to align these frequencies.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Almost there. Just one more connection and that should...
Oh great, Nog disappeared on us. Come on, let's go, guys. Oh.
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time. It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing.
I hate temporal mechanics.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds. This does not, however, you have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but more of our emitters must be
Okay, let's help fix their temporal equipment. I'm sorry I'm not talkative. I've been under a lot of stress lately.
Hold this. No, hold it right next to the bracket, or the spanner won't...
That should do it.
There's a lot happening lately. My card got hacked again. Someone tried to use it.
Your fight overloaded some of the power.
So I'm without a debit card
now
again.
It's starting to look like something.
It's delightful. Yeah, and right before a holiday.
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They helped.
Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can... We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The
what's
repair
this?
should be enough.
I beg mercy, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet.
Their struggles are meaningless.
And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
We shall rend their worlds asunder. Spill their lifeblood until it fills the oceans. It is time to strike.
I understand you want vengeance, but we must not act in haste.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one.
I also had a dental appointment yesterday.
The attack on Iconia broke our unity.
Got my teeth cleaned.
We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting development. Where's Nog? Don't know why he's over here.
They couldn't see us?
Oh, hey, Choli. How you doing, man?
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something
good.
we must do with great care. If my people and I have
Just
made
had
Anorax's theories
very
of temporal
stressful
manipulation
couple days
our lives work. In at least one
and
temporal variant,
my
we
debit
should make
card
the
got
Krenim Imperium the
hacked, so I don't
undisputed
have a
masters of this
debit
region
card
of
right
space.
now.
If only we could recreate that vessel. Anorax designed a ship, a wondrous
Everybody knows
vessel
that's
that could
from
manipulate
Year of
the
Hell.
time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the first Krenim worlds to fall, managed to warn the others. The Vatwar's assault on the...
Yeah,
There's
so
more
I've had a
here
really
than
rough
what you've seen.
day. So I can't
You've hidden the entire
do
planet?
any
Yes, We removed ourselves
buying
from the time stream to stay alive.
stuff.
With
so,
your help, we can
got
change
no money.
everything.
You hit an entire planet.
Till my debit
but
card
you can't
gets
build
here.
this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
Year of Hell
The
was a
Iconians and
good
the Heralds are
two-part
gone.
episode.
It's safe to resync with our time and...
I think it was one of the best two-parters in Voyager. So all the Year of Hell the crew went through, and that whole year got erased, basically.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct. The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed. Please report to the Kiana system. Our partnership with the Krenim is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to complete than we have left. We must consider any plan. The war continues.
Yeah, I think Year of Hell was probably the best, one of the best two-parters. For Voyager. What do you think, Choli? Do you think Year of Hell was a good two-part episode? Personally, I think it kind of ties with Unimatrix Zero. For Voyager. Yeah, but Voyager did also had a lot of quite a number of bottle episodes.
You are cleared for docking.
I would say for Voyager, the best two-parter episodes was, there were 4 two-parters that were the best. Endgame, Part 1 and 2, Unimatrix 0, 1 and 2, Year of Hell, Part 1 and 2, and Caretaker, Part 1 and 2.
Greetings.
I think those were the best Voyager two-parters.
And here, we have the development.
Welcome to our facility. I'm working with, in some ways, yes.
Overall,
but think of the possibilities.
out of the
Captain
entire,
Cogran's briefing is about.
out of the, I would say my favorite two-parter out of the entire Star Trek, of all Star Trek series. Hard to choose. But I would say, in my opinion, The Way of the Warrior, Part 1 and 2 is the best.
Greetings. I have heard much about your victories against the Iconians.
Well, Voyager had a lot of great episodes, yeah.
Greetings. My name is Philip Cray. I'm the liaison. The Federation has some serious concerns about... Indeed, I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the Temporal Prime Directive. Not only...
The war is not going as well as we might wish. Our fleet are protecting key worlds, but dozens of other targets have fallen to Herald attacks. Civilian casualties are rising. We need to act.
Well, I
This
agree with you.
facility is
Voyager was
building a
good
device
because it
to turn
kind
the
of.
tide in our favor. Captain.
It's just that it got the series out of the Federation space with a crew just yeah, well, yeah, got them, put them in a situation where they were on their own and they had to find their way back. Yeah. All they had was each other. All they had was each other. But they had made enemies, but they also made friends.
You are the last ship to... Alpha Wing, you are cleared for departure.
The Kazon, yeah, they were pretty good antagonists for the first 3 seasons. First 2 seasons, sorry.
Am I
But they were kind of just like coming a little too. They're just too much like street gangs. You know, they did a video where they did a video about why other mainstay ships from the other series would not survive the Delta Quadrant like Voyager. That was like 2 months ago. It's just like, even the Enterprise D would have difficulty surviving on its own in the Delta Quadrant, because it was not exactly designed for it. The Defiant would never survive on its own, because it's not designed for long-range exploration. Yeah, that's true. She kind of brought freshness to the series. Delivered the character that Tess never did. Jennifer Leanne, she's a good actress, but she just wasn't. She was just not good enough. She could act, but she just couldn't. Yeah, Lon Suter. But you have to admit, he may have committed murder, but he ended up saving the crew in the end. Because when he stopped the case on Nistrum.
We are clear to enter the gateway.
Even Tuvok was kind enough to grant him a Vulcan prayer when he died. Tuvok said, "May your death bring you the peace that you could not find in life." Because in a lot of ways, a psychopath and a hologram retaking the ship and a half-crazed helmsman. Yeah.
The flagship's...
You have to admit, Tom's idea was crazy, but it worked. But in a lot of ways, Suter died a hero despite what he did. Yeah, he did.
Signaling the carriers to move into position now.
He really brought that character to life, and he...
Herald reinforcements inbound. We need to deal with them.
He saved the crew in the end. I think the crew, when they returned to the Alpha Quadrant, they were awarded the Lewis and Clark Medal of Exploration. They did more exploration than James T. Kirk and Picard and their ships combined. In a lot of ways, despite being out lost for 7 years, they did more exploring and things most people would never dream of. You mean Janeway in Paris? That was Paris, not... Okay. I think when it comes down to it, I prefer 7 of 9 compared to Chess.
Boarding parties are on the...
Alright, let's get aboard.
Great! Acknowledged.
Away team. Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties. Detecting life signs and weapon discharges dead ahead. I am detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
Up on the Iconians. Tara.
Matara is retreating. She might be trying to recharge her energy.
Whoa, what are you... Interesting.
Herald reinforcements! We need to disable the other junction, sir. There is another power junction ahead.
Okay.
The demon is weakening. Keep disabling the power junction.
It's working. She's using her own energy to power the gateways.
The area is secure, and the other interface is just over there. More reinforcements, sir! I am detecting a third junction ahead.
Yeah, I know. They've been around for hundreds of thousands of years.
Another junction just ahead, sir. If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own power, we can weaken her enough to defeat her. I am detecting strong energy signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command center.
Uh-huh.
Scans confirm her energy readings are decreasing. This could work.
Of the Harbinger.
A Harbinger! Prepare yourself! Must disable the other interface before we continue.
All right, here we go.
The area ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
I hate those solar gateways.
Reinforcements on their way.
Ouch.
Reinforcements. Watch your back.
You're not helping Tulloch, you're making us fight?
You made it back. I hate to say it.
Yeah, there are.
These warriors died well, and they will not be forgotten.
A lot of destroyed vessels just to kill one Iconian. A lot of damaged ships. All for one Iconian.
Despite the extraordinary efforts of you and many others, our operation was a failure. We're still totaling up the casualties, but the cost was too great. The Heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, indeed. But that is a small comfort to the warriors who have entered Stovercourt.
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Krenim device. Captain Cogran wants it online immediately, but this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes.
That's true.
I want to personally commend you.
Our losses were great today, and we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy. I am a warrior. I believe in honorable combat, direct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara, the war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight. The research teams in the Kiana system require your assistance. The war continues.
Ugh. I need to break out my iMod.
Congratulations, Honored First.
Ugh. Give me a minute to clean all this out. Want my Delta beacon? Ugh, okay.
Welcome. We have been working with the Krenim to build both this facility and a weapon similar to the one developed by Anorax in the 22nd century. Captain Nog is running point for the Alliance, but teams from all across the Alpha and Beta quadrants are involved with the research. It's fascinating work, but there's a lot to do yet. Captain Nog might...
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances.
Hold on a second.
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records. That was the first simulation we tried. The results were fairly catastrophic. Without the Iconians, the first development of warp technology by other cultures in the Alpha Quadrant is severely delayed. By about 50,000. Let me put it this way. In one version, the Day Ones eventually rise to power and conquer most of the Beta Quadrant. They are forced back by the Vulcans, who never embrace logic, and later enslave much of what is now Federal. I'm not done yet. The Herc never develop warp technology at all, so they never invade Kronos and unite the Klingons as a warrior culture. When the Vulcan Star Empire finds the Klingons in the 22nd century, they were mostly farmers who had made some advances in epic poetry. By the present day in this simulation, the Vulcan Star Empire is locked in a to-the-death struggle with the Dominion. I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records, but we have not attempted to use it yet. We've tried a different number of scenarios, but only in the holodeck. Direct action against the Iconians is proving to be problematic, because so much time has passed since. Actually, it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. The Iconians have had two. Exactly! The other potential solution is to cut into the current power base. What if the Iconians never allied with the Alachi, or the three most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics?
Hello. Please allow me to explain what we're doing here. We've determined that if we remove a specific series of stars from the Beta Quadrant in the distant past, maybe the survivors of a natural disaster, if there are any, won't be so vengeful. And none of the stars we will remove. The number of stars we will have to remove is a concern. It's the best option we have. Once we run the program, you'll be able...
Captain, you're... Sir, I'm not sure this is the Dominion stopped firing at us when we lost weapons. Now they're focusing on...
Sir...
We can't stop them.
I never expected they would...
Incoming hail!
USS Ajax. Sensors show your ship is completely defended.
Okay.
Sorry, from what we can piece together, the Klingon Empire was never unified by its conflicts against outsiders, and the great houses turned on one another instead. The Romulans took the chaos as agreed.
Another one of you Voyagers? I don't know how you can help, but very well. My team is working on scenarios that reduce the Iconian power base. We're attempting to... None of us are going to survive if we don't try to The simulation is set for the USS Voyager, which is fitting since...
Okay.
Don't mind Noy. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennin's troubles. After all, if Voyager hadn't restored the Vought War, they would have never been in a position to ally with the Iconians. But there is no reason to do... It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you. Don't mind Noy. I think it is a pleasure to meet...
Alright, let's run another sim.
This is an absolute no. Eventually.
We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect. The Malon might not be the biggest threat, but they are the most immediate.
Are you here to preach about responsible waste management too? You can see we don't need outsiders to...
I was thinking about the Malon, they're the trash men of the galaxy.
Attempts to accept less diplomatic relations between the Malon and the Ben.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. Good luck with that. What do you want? No. What do you want? Did the Benthans make you one of their little deputies? Or was it fine?
You want to sit down?
The number of planets the hierarchy have taken outright has increased 20% over the past 6 months. A push for higher profits has prompted steady growth of hierarchy territory. Reports of abductions in areas near...
Ambassador's law.
Ugh, sorry. Kinda trying to avoid dozing off for some reason. I'm just tired.
Damn, that was useless. The Iconians were so determined to have this scenario.
You must excuse...
Trust.
Hello. True. The program is set for Romulans...
Okay.
Ah, Sub-Commander. I'd like to test out some new security passcodes, if you would be so kind as to seal the door. Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. Titan has been inspired by Spock's teaching. He and many others have left the homeworld and are gathered together in a flotilla somewhere near town. Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear. If I was, I wouldn't have needed you to lock the door. I know. I have tried to work within the system, but the system is broken and corrupt.
secret call to Mare.
Okay.
I wanted to let you know that I am with you and Commander Tamer. Some of my family.
Okay, interesting program.
That is the most promising simulation. The readings do indicate higher levels of Borg activity. But it should... The data in this simulation does show higher Borg activity than we're currently seeing. The political...
But... Jarok gets the final word.
This last test has the...
This is the simulation. Make the incursion.
Target acquired and locked. Activating weapon.
We expected to see some Borg activity, but this can't...
I agree that this is
The whole system can't be assimilated, can it? That is
You
a
wanna
lot
bet?
of Borg.
According to these Borg ships decloaking.
First the Klingons, now the Borg. Does everyone steal cloaking technology from us?
Yes, they can.
Borg reinforcements on an intercept course.
Here they come again. Okay.
We need more info. I've modified.
Gotta board the Nexus, retrieve information again.
We need more data to...
I'm going to... The controls ahead of us will unlock the bulkheads. The whole planet. All our people. They're Borg.
Yes, they are.
I can't believe we were so wrong.
That's the thing about temporal incursions, they never go right.
Cover me! I'll override the door controls.
Yeah, I'm by the door.
Got it.
Okay.
We have to find a way to make this right.
Well, we shouldn't have done it in the first place.
Resistance is futile.
There. That's the access node console we need. Locked. We'll have to circumvent their security measures. Wait! Incoming Borg! This was Romulan technology once, but it's been completely assimilated.
No kidding.
You will be assimilated.
When we lost the homeworld, I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to us.
This happens every time someone does temporal incursion. Up. Say goodbye, Hakeem. Again.
It looks like...
Let's get out of here. There are more than 20 Borg ships on an intercept course.
More Borg on the way.
Oh boy, this just gets worse and worse.
Borg decloaking. Focus on your repairs. We will make sure the data is preserved. Data is compressed and ready. Ready. Secure channel confirmed. Data received.
The Borg may never be able to reach London.
It is a great risk. The Borg have a great deal of influence on the timeline. There is no time to run simulation.
We have a choice?
We do not.
Yeah, another band invader.
Firing the weapon, now!
This is what happens when you do temporal incursions.
We found a temporally shielded computer core, and it shows 2 uses of the Krenim weapon. But as far as I know, the Iconians are still out there, which we haven't dug that far into the data yet, and it will take some in-depth investigation to catalog all very. But from what we've already seen, it appears...
I was conducting another simulation, and all of a sudden I got an emergency call telling me to stop everything. I will be looking at whatever data we managed to save to try. It has been good to have you here, but
We've put so much hope into using the Krenim technology to solve our problems. Perhaps I was caught up in the possibilities and blind.
I have a lot of information to analyze. The shielded core appears to have made it through the process intact, and will give us a wealth of...
Always blaming us.
Captain Nog tells me that the initial test of the Krenim weapon was less than promising. He says that he and his team have a great deal of data still to analyze. But I do not believe they will find the war continues. And all of our war, one way or another. The war ends today. The war continues.
Alright, let's finish this up.
You are cleared for docking.
The High Command is still intact, and Kronos remains unconquered.
Glad you're here. We've been fighting non-stop, and it feels like we're barely making a dent. Command said...
No kidding.
All these years.
Final battle.
We defeated one Iconian, but the cost to do so was too high.
We presumably failed at temporal incursion, changing things in the past while remaining...
We cannot The Iconians have picked our next battlefield.
Gotta fight at Earth. Pray we survive this.
You are cleared for departure. Good luck.
I've gotten word from Noi. They've completed their modifications, and the Krenim time ship is on its...
Enterprise here. We've
This is the USS Hood. Our attack group is taking heavy losses.
Our responding to your call for assistance.
Cleveland. Coming.
Reporting Herald ships are moving in some kind of massive infrastructure. Requesting immediate assistance. Shipyards are losing integrity. We need someone on damage control, or we may lose them before the ships in dock can mobilize.
Akagi here. We've restored main power. Thanks for keeping the gantries intact. Bringing the Fighting 99th Attack Wing into battle now.
This is EST Control. We're losing life support and transporters are offline. Certain things have lost main power. We're evacuating.
Get away from me, damn soldiers. I hate this. Alright. Here we go again. Up, the Jemadar.
I told you I'd be back.
See
and
ya.
this time, I brought friends.
We have brought together forces from every quadrant of the galaxy.
I hope you're happy.
The Herald ships are our situation.
I am arriving with the time ship. We must protect time until the portal is stable. Keep the Iconians off of us. Temporal coordinates have been identified.
I'm working on it.
Creating a bridge across space-time.
Come on. Are we gonna survive?
The portal is active and stable. Enter it now.
Congratulations on first.
Energizing temporal emitters. The time portal is open and stable.
Go! Get through that portal!
Setting a course now.
The Heralds are firing on the portal!
The portal is destabilizing. Hurry!
Evaluating astrometrics. Confirmed. We have traveled back approximately 200,000 years. Only our two ships made it through.
There are no signs of Captain Cogran or his ship. We will have to continue the mission without him. Perfect.
Greetings of the whole to you, strangers, and welcome to Iconia. My name is Matara-Ren, and I am a herald of Matara. Your technology is sufficient.
Remember why we are here. Every Iconian must die in the bombardment. I recommend we begin by infiltrating their
Of course.
You've seen the ruins of a once mighty empire. This is Iconia at the height of its power.
I'm not gonna start another story arc. I will, work on... I'll be back this weekend.
I apologize for the
Thank you, Mataran. You may return to your station. Greetings, friends. Wonderful. Since you are explorers...
Greetings. The changes we see in the Iconians are too great to be simple evolution. The Iconians shape themselves and the Heralds into weapons. Genetic engineering that is both efficient and terrible.
You made it. Something must have gone wrong as we entered the portal that disrupted synchronization. I arrived 2 weeks ago. I remained cloaked, scanned the planet for several days, and then came to the surface as an explorer, seeking to open diplomatic relations with the Iconians. My ship is using the magnetic field. The Iconians of this time are nothing like the ones we know.
Cogran is either a fool, or he's being manipulated by the...
Someone's calling for help.
An injured herald. This could be a chance to learn about their physiology. Perhaps even find a weakness.
Hello. Can you thank you? Do you require it? Certainly. However... Oh.
We'll see who the lesser race is.
I have spent days among these people. They are very proud and very strong.
Thank you, Traveler.
The Iconians of...
I am not so sure.
Deaths that we will live... I don't understand why you're bothering to help these people. We need to find the gateway controls, sabotage them.
Clearly the Iconians have a highly developed sense of the aesthetic.
That's fine, but what we need is to know more about their technology. And we're going to a park.
When you have technology as advanced as the Iconians, wonders can be found anywhere you look. We should talk to that officer over there.
I see you are interested in this. I am not.
Just as I surmised. The Iconians are following their own version of the...
Not so fast.
We will gladly give you the medicines you require, but our genetic engine...
The medicine will help with...
I am sorry, but we have... Yes.
We haven't made much headway trying to reverse it.
Oh, I have. You can move an army in the blink of an eye. Think about what would happen.
Nothing. If I were the Icon...
This doesn't prove anything.
Tell your ships to drop into...
Well, they're beginning their attack.
Excuse me. Curious.
We already know the evacuation did not save them.
But the gateway on New Romulus remained active for a time.
Then we must cut off that path, now, before anyone escapes.
Welcome, Traveler.
The attack is beginning. We must... You have walked the same streets as I, spoken to the same people.
It doesn't matter what the... And that changes nothing. We know what will happen.
I'm glad you're...
The World Heart contains all of our knowledge and all our genetic data. With it, we can rebuild. We have a refuge built for those who serve us. We shall go there.
We should be able to access the gateway network from here. We could disable all of the gateways at once.
We offered Lemirin our aid. There is no honor in striking down an ally from behind.
The honorable thing would be to complete our mission and save our galaxy. Or do you not care about what happens to Kronos?
We need to transfer the World Heart to a transportable format. I'll need your help to initiate the download from that console. The download is proceeding, but it will not complete before the invaders find us. Now we need to release the magnetic interlocks holding the core. I need you and the other console. More invaders. They must not take the World Heart.
Sorry if I'm not talking much. I just don't really have much to say.
We need to erase the mainframe memory banks. I will require your assistance. More aliens are coming. Protect me. Mainframe memory erased. The last step is to eject the World Heart.
Alright.
I fear blessing. Ticket is a fearsome
Escort her
warrior,
to the
and
gateway.
has kept our people safe for countless millennia until today.
Rescuing Iconians is not what we're here to do.
Perhaps it is. When we came back in time, we did not know what we would find.
The cat.
I appreciate your efforts, Strength. Your word.
She is a fool. She would let her people die so she could avenge them.
Vengeance is a powerful
We will never forget this tragic day.
Thank you.
Okay.
These are not a warlike people.
Not yet. That will change.
Bloodshed affects everyone differently. My people became warriors when an alien species threatened our home.
And the Iconians will become conquerors.
Ouch! That hurt. Thank you.
Now I see your plan. We've won their confidence, gathered them together.
The gateway is damaged. You will need to reroute the power and reinitialize the gateway opening sequence.
Didn't the others save the Iconians? Where are they?
They may already be here.
Yeah, were they others? She caused the destruction of Romulus.
I know what you're... That can't... Taket! What have I done?
The Iconians have fled to Dewa.
We're initiating a tachyon burst to reopen the portal that brought us here. That should bring us back to the exact moment we left the present time.
The Heralds are firing on the portal!
The portal is destabilizing! Hurry!
Now we're coming back through.
Captain Cogran to Alliance Fleet. You have the world heart.
Do you wish to surrender? A wise decision. How did you acquire that? That is not possible. But yet, I see the world heart. I have never had a chance to examine you closely, but now that you stand before me, I remember. You hate blinded us. Fear of the unknown crippled us. Pain called out for blood in ever greater measures. The events of that day set us on this path. I did, and it saved us. But indeed, I am humbled in the face.
The cat can't get over it.
She will not listen.
The war is over. A lot of people lost their lives. Ugh, God. I thought we almost died.
There's a lot of work to be done now. We need to rebuild, recover, try to learn how to live in this new reality. But with people like you on our side...
Your compassion has accomplished more in one act than we could have with all the phasers in the fleet. Honor and selflessness have been almost forgotten over the past few years. That needs to change. It's time to... We have a lot to do to heal the wounds the war has left on us all. But we've survived the Borg.
I thought this was it. The last day. And I was ready, but I'm glad my daughter didn't have to die in defense of the Federation. That I get to go home after.
I don't know. I've made a lot of difficult choices in my life. And I didn't always consider the consequences of my actions.
She didn't care about the consequences, that's the problem.
We have much to do, but first, we will celebrate. Let the blood wine flow now that the bloodletting has ceased. There is more to being a warrior than vengeance and death. True honor comes from doing what is right, despite the personal cost. The Iconians will depart, and we will rebuild. Mercy has triumphed where weapons could not. Now I will try to find a way to share this wisdom with my people. Many warriors have fallen in this war. Those of us who remain must walk the path of honor. The war is over. Although we could not turn back the clock and restore the lives
that was a rough
lost
battle.
and the planets that were ravaged, we have ended the conflict honorably. You made the right choice.
Alright. Now that I finished the Iconian War story arc, let me go check something before I end the episode.
We've detected...
What did I... Let me check something out right quick.
Greetings, how can I assist you today?
Still not yet? Alright, I want to thank everyone for watching and hope you guys enjoyed the Iconian War story arc. I'll be back Friday, and I'll be streaming every night this weekend because it's Memorial Weekend. So, Jolie, thanks for joining me tonight. Also, Matt Henry, if you're still here, thanks for watching. Everyone, hope you give me a follow and also subscribe to my channel. Also, check out the Super Paladin Brothers on YouTube. I'll be back Friday. I haven't decided what story arc I'm going to stream yet, so thank you for watching. Have a great night.